Are you a girl? Are you a girl?
A girl?
It's the winter of 2011, and a Frenchman by the name of Jean-Michel Casanova is taking pictures in the streets of Beijing's Miyun County. Before he takes his shots, he asks his subjects to write down their dreams on a piece of paper. He is planning an exhibition entitled Seeing Dreams. When asked about his own ambitions, he just smiles and says his is a great dream. Westerners like Jean-Michel are a common sight in today's Beijing. But unlike most, Jean-Michel is neither a tourist nor a student. He works regularly as a movie extra. In Detective D and the Mystery of the Phantom Flame, he plays a Byzantine envoy to the Tang court. In a movie with a contemporary setting, Guns N' Roses, he plays an Italian arms dealer on the run. First arriving in China as an experienced mountaineer, Jean-Michel has set about climbing his way up the Chinese film industry.
我当时不会中文，但是徐克的辅导员英文很好。他说：“马健，听说你的表演的经历很丰富。”什么？你知道你明天要说西班牙语？什么？原来我知道，我那时的经纪人骗了导演，他告诉导演我是好莱坞的演员，他们以为我会说西班牙语。知道。辅导员告诉我徐克是谁，我才认识徐克。Oh God！ 我觉得如果我没有演好，我自己在中国的演艺事业也就告结束了。
Jean-Michel spent the whole night before the shoot memorizing his lines in Spanish. He developed a method where he recited the lines for 2 hours, then slept for an hour, and then 2 hours more recitation, and so on.
这个办法很好用，我会说一下，回来就还送过了一天。这样我的工作时间丰富。徐克说：“你们看了西班牙将军的表情，他的表情是对的。” 我明白了，在好莱坞，外国人有很少工作的机会。后来，他希望我去中国发展，因为中国很年轻， 我在中国会有机会当演员，实现我的演员梦。但是如果我去中国，我就要放弃在美国的一切。
That's cool.
Jean-Michel had several jobs in the United States. As an enthusiast for the great outdoors, he often shot adverts for adventure sports equipment. He never wanted to get stuck in a desk job. His outdoor adventuring took him through forests, deserts, and canyons. It is in the wilds of nature that he found true freedom. For Jean-Michel, it is the combination of mountaineering and photography that gives him greatest satisfaction. For him, taking pictures is itself an adventure sport, and sports action pictures are his favorite subjects. Every weekend, Jean-Michel and his friends go climbing and shoot their climbs. They like to challenge themselves. Sometimes their movements are so graceful that they look like ballet dancers.
It's complicated to get the climbers together at the same time. I had to shoot like top climbers, like the elite of the nation, and they are never available at the same time because they have comps. So it took me like 3 weeks to get the equipment, the gears, like getting the brands, get things together, the right weather. We came here once it was raining, so we couldn't shoot.
Jean-Michel gets shots of his climbers on the edge of a cliff. The images capture the spirits of adventure, freedom, and happiness. They are what feed the soul of this romantic Frenchman.
You're probably gonna have to do it a couple of times, so don't overdo it.
Okay. Yeah.
Nice.
We got the good light this morning. It was great. And, we got another hour, so we should be fine.
Jean-Michel often took his Chinese girlfriend with him on these adventures. They reveled in each other's company, the shared experiences helping them overcome any language differences. But nothing lasts forever, and when his girlfriend's visa ran out, she had to return to China. Jean-Michel was faced with a choice: go back with her or lose her.
他回去后，我们每一天就用 Skype 聊天几个小时，表达的思念，但是远远不过。当他开始哭泣的时候，我才发现我已经适应了美国生活的我很可怜。所有在美国的武器，将我仅仅出付出，我的工作，我的房子，我的车，我在美国的朋友，当然还有我在这里取得一切成就。但是那一刻，我真的决定为了他放弃这一切。那个时候，美国经济危机， 所有的东西都以非常低的价格卖掉的。我的美国朋友。
While Sasha worked hard to reach the top, the much younger Grace has a natural gift and passion for rock climbing. Grace's parents begged Jean-Michel to be her coach. At first, he refused, but their persistence finally wore him down, and he agreed to teach her for free.
Yeah.
Those were among the happiest days of his life.
"我在美国有很多工作的机会，我很忙，我摄影师，我教孩子攀岩，我有学生，我有工作的朋友，但是我一直有那个梦想，我想当演员。"
Like other foreigners in China, Jean-Michel encountered many difficulties early on. The biggest two were not being able to speak Chinese and getting used to Chinese food. Jean-Michel likes to cook. He often makes a stew with vegetables and meat, but without adding oil, salt, or condiments. But Jean-Michel's favorite dish is too plain for many Chinese.
他也遇到了一些麻烦，但是他并没有被这些困难也好，所谓的麻烦也好所打倒，他非常坚持他的梦想。
可以再往前面。
Jean-Michel sought out any opportunity to learn about movies and get an opening. Sometimes he would ask his actress girlfriend to take him to the set so he could watch and learn.
Okay.
But things didn't go the way he had hoped. After he gave up everything to come to China, his girlfriend seemed to become distant and ambivalent. Jean-Michel was deeply saddened. He knew he had to start over again on his own. Breaking up with his girlfriend, he hit rock bottom. From dream to nightmare.
我们分手了，刚在以后，我真的恨他。哎，我在中国我什么都没有，我在美国放弃这一切，真的，我 我们现在没有计划，没有朋友，没有，我不知道怎么开始。所以，因为我有一点点这样的故事，我觉得我的第一个女朋友死了，我有这样的感觉，因为我们没有办法一起有生活，所以在我的心里，我觉得她死了，所以我很感动，因为就像一点点，就像我的故事一样，我没有办法。我爱他，我会等他2年、200年，但是不可能。
没有亲人，没有好朋友，还有一段他面临着，就是工作上面的一些压力吧，还有就是不会说中文的这个压力。觉得这段时光对于他来说挺艰难的，一个人在异国他乡。
Jean-Michel's parents in France are in their late 60s. Although they sometimes complain about not having their son by their side, or worry about him being all alone so far from home, they're very supportive of him. They believe his dream will come true.
Oui, donc maintenant que tu es en Chine, je sais que tu as aussi des risques, mais j'ai confiance et je sais que tu arriveras au bout de tes chers projets. Oui, tout petit déjà, tu grimpais aux arbres, tu disparaissais dans la nature, et puis nous, les parents, on se faisait déjà des cheveux blancs. Mais tu as su par la suite mener ta vie dangereuse de grimpeur, mais toujours avec prudence.
Jean-Michel says he would often see magical things happen in China. One day, when he was deeply depressed, a little girl ran up to him in a park and gave him a present.
我第一次遇到这样的事情，令我非常震惊。这在美国从来没有，因为在美国孩子从电视上、经常看到的新闻都是危险表里的事情。美国孩子看到陌生人一直有害怕。在我最难过的时候，这个小女孩使我有了归属感，因为不是她的父母让她这样说的，是她自己这样想。她让我感觉好极了。我开始觉得中国真的不一样。我觉得我应该相信我自己来中国的选择。应该乐观的去面对，只有这样才会有更多好的事情发生。
China has even more mountains for him to climb than the United States. But Jean-Michel was no longer the fanatical climber that he once was. He had come to China to pursue his acting dream.
躲在里边呢，侮辱我，就是侮辱整个法兰西。喂，开始。
你们侮辱我，就是侮辱法兰西。
法兰西。
After he comes out of the post-breakup crisis, Jean-Michel starts to get a few small roles. As he becomes more experienced, both his acting and his Chinese improve in leaps and bounds. He can now conduct simple conversations in Chinese.
分不来你看一眼。来一我看，你等会儿过去再动啊。
But this is not enough, because he doesn't want his parts to be limited to the stereotypical dumbstruck foreigner. These one-dimensional roles are not what Jean-Michel is looking for, and he starts to have doubts he will ever break out from them.
日本人反正啥好玩，咱就拿。看，老子这双皮鞋，哎，就是从日本鬼子身上扒的。这边，这边，好嘞。我操！To be or not to be, that is the question.
To stay in China or go back to France? That is the question. The pain of breaking up with his girlfriend and missing his family makes staying seem the harder choice. Jean-Michel feels guilty for not honoring a secret commitment to his grandmother. A script he has been working on for 10 years finally gets the chance to be made into a movie. The roller coaster experience of being on the cast of Guns N' Roses. The dream continues.